Today, we're gonna be reacting to someone that might have the best stories on YouTube. His story. And we're gonna keep watching until we get emotional.
It was my first day in my new foster home. I was going up the stairs when a kid shoved me and pushed me down.
Whoa, do not go, bro.
I had no idea who this kid was and fell down the
But that does not look like a kid. Bro, that's a grown-ass man.
Who this kid was and fell down the whole flight. My ankle twisted on the last step, swelling up immediately.
Damn, bro.
Walked down and stood over me. No one will ever love you, you parentless freak.
What? Yo, how are you gonna get bullied by this mother trucker? Alright!
He spat on me.
Okay, nah. Yo, do not take that disrespect. But your ankle is broken.
To get up to tell my foster parents when another foster kid pulled me aside.
Oh, I like how they incorporated the ankle still being broken.
Pulled me aside. He's our foster parent's son, Ricky. It'll only get worse if you say something. He likes to bully all the foster kids. Try not to get killed by him. So I decided I was just going to stay out of his way.
What?
And that would be it. But
oh, nah. He a wussy. Guys, never stay wussy.
But the next morning, as soon as he saw me, Ricky threw a glass plate at my head and laughed. It shattered against my skull.
Okay, yo, what kind of... No, that's an actual psychopath, bro. Yo!
And my head started bleeding. Blood was dripping down my face.
I mean, you got a whole plate thrown at you. Like, please tell me you do something. His story.
I had to say something before he actually killed me, so I went to his parents. Your son just threw a plate at my head. I'm bleeding. His dad didn't even get up from the couch.
Yo, what?
Ricky said you fell. If you keep running your mouth, I'll call your social worker and have you moved somewhere that'll make you wish you were back here.
What? Oh, nah, bro, the stakes are way too high right now.
Felt trapped and walked away shaking. Then I heard yelling coming from Ricky's room. I stopped at the door crack and listened. His mom was screaming at him. You think we wanted you? You were an accident and you've been a problem ever since.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, yo, screw this bully, man. Hey, bullies deserve to get buried. You know what I'm saying?
I stood there in shock. His own parents hated him. Then I looked up at the wall. There was a calendar. Tomorrow had a circle on it. Social worker visit. I knew exactly what I needed to do to get myself out of here. The next day, I knew the social worker was coming any minute. So I walked up to Ricky. You called me a parentless freak, but you have parents and they don't even love you.
Ooh, don't tell me he's about to rage bait him. And so when the social worker comes, he sees everything. Already predicted.
Ricky snapped and tackled me, punching me on the ground. That's when the front door opened. The social worker walked in and saw Ricky on top of me swinging. What is going on?
What did I say, bro? Hey, his story, bro. I got you predicted.
Ricky froze. She pulled him off me and helped me up. That's when she saw my swollen ankle and the gash on my head.
Bro still has that swollen ankle, man. Damn. It's broken too. Like, that's pretty bad.
The foster dad panicked and pointed at Ricky. It's him. He's the problem. This is why we don't love you. You mess everything up. The social worker looked at the parents and said, you guys should not be foster parents, and turned to me. Don't worry. I'll make sure you go somewhere safe. A month later, I walked into my new foster home. I saw Ricky looking broken in the living room. The kid who bullied foster kids became one.
Hey, so far one video and his story might have the best stories, but it's only one video so far.
I was chalking my cue at the pool table when my
you only did that to look good, y'all.
Stepdad slammed his beer down and yelled across the garage. Hey kid, I'll buy you a brand new car if you can sink that 8 off 3 rails. But if you lose, I take your car for the month.
Okay, who's accepting that? What kind of offer is that?
I set my chalk down and walked across the garage. My mom grabbed my arm and stopped me. You don't have to do this, but I shrugged her off. I've made that shot 100 times. I walked past her and stopped in front of my stepdad. Say it again so everyone hears it. He grinned at his buddies and repeated it word for word. I shook his hand. You're on. I lined up the cue ball slow, making sure every guy at the table was watching. I extended my arm and hit the cue ball. He's gonna miss. Came off my stick clean and caught the first rail at exactly the angle I wanted. Then the second and third rail. It hit the 8 ball, which rolled soft across the table toward the corner pocket. But it doesn't make it. Picking the car color in my head, but that's when my stepdad shoved his hip into the table. The 8 bounced off the line and drifted toward the rail instead. I didn't move. He laughed into his beer. The kid actually thought I'd buy him a car. My mom started to say something, but he waved her off.
Oh nah, the abusive dad just waving her off their spouse. Typical abusive drunk dad, bro.
Stay out of it, Linda. You raised him too soft as it is. He walked over, picked up my keys, and dropped them in his pocket. Nah, you can't be doing that, bro. This is why you gotta video record whenever you do a offering. Always got to. And then when you do it, you show him proof. You're walking to school for the next month. Maybe that'll teach you how a real bet works. Then he chalked his own cue and started running balls just to drag it out. One of his buddies, this huge guy named Vince, started cracking up in the corner. My stepdad froze with the cue halfway back. Did I say something funny, Vince?
What? Who's this side
character?
character?
Pointed his beer past him at the table. My stepdad turned around around slow. The 8-ball was sitting in the corner pocket. He walked over and stared down into the pocket. No, there's no way.
Bro, if he was still staring right like that, I would have just boom, you know what I'm saying, bro? Damn, how are you gonna cheat and still lose? Such a loser.
Vince was wheezing now. You knocked it in yourself. Your own hip put it in. The whole garage caught on and lost it. He dug my keys out of his pocket and slid them on the counter. I picked them up and patted him on the back.
Oh, pat on the back is crazy. Hey, when you can disrespect someone, but in a respectful way, that's the most disrespect you can do.
Are we getting that new car? Maybe now you know how a real bet works.
Ooh, threw his words right back at him. Hey, bro. Yo, Zack Films, you gotta go. Hello, his story. Oh, by the way, y'all, I just want to show this off. I got a Tum Tum Soho watch. Grown up man buying something like this.
I went to the bank with my big brother when he pulled a weapon out of his bag.
What bag?
The weapon out of his bag.
Isn't that like an MP5?
Everyone get on the effing ground. Now, everyone but me instantly ducked down
yeah,
to the
like,
floor because they thought it was a real robbery.
Yo, when did we agree to do something like this, bro? That would be the first question I would ask.
I instantly panicked and shoved him. What the hell are you doing?
That's what I'm
just
saying.
Came to deposit a check. I didn't even know you carried a gun. He didn't respond and just stared at the teller behind the glass with his barrel raised.
Oh, he's locked in.
And saw there was a hooded man hiding behind the teller with a gun pressed to the teller's.
My fault, my bad. Hey, this is why you never judge a book by its cover, y'all.
Pip. I gasped as I realized the hooded man had been holding him hostage, and my brother was the only one to notice. Drop it, my brother roared.
Okay.
Across the marble.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
the
whoa,
whole
whoa.
bank screamed, including me, and they all curled up, all scared for their lives. Suddenly, the hooded man's gun swung off the teller and rose toward my brother's.
Hey, man, I love his story, but like, bro, the situation would not play out like this, bro. It's either the victim gets shot or you guys are shooting from afar, not this close. Bro, what?
Chest. My brother wasn't lifting his gun fast enough to defend himself, and I knew if I didn't do something, then he'd get shot. So I screamed at the top of my lungs, "Hey,
a distraction!"
Here. And the gun snapped toward me. For half a second, I was staring straight down the barrel.
Wait, the brother?
Went to squeeze the trigger.
The brother? The brother?
Bang. But nothing hit me, and when I opened my eyes, I saw the banging sound was my brother hitting the man like a truck.
Hey, this might have happened, y'all.
Lifted off the
hey, let's get a replay on that.
Brother hitting the
Hey, this is why we like his story, bro. You know what? Hey, screw the MP5. Let's use our head. Literally.
man like a truck. Heads lifted off the tile as people slowly began to realize what was going on. When the police finally arrived, my brother put his arm around my shoulder. You trusted me, and that's the only reason I'm still standing.
My guy bought an MP5 into it. That's what I'm saying, bro. A whole MP5 to the... Hey, man. Who just casually brings that, too?
A woman at the bus stop told me to get out of my wheelchair and give it to her son.
Bro, I love you, his story, bro. Once again, bro. Sometimes the things you do in your stories are quite questionable. But, and you know what? That makes you unique.
I was waiting for the bus when a
like,
kid
who asks, hey, yo, get up. I need that for my son.
pointed at me and said, "Mom, my legs hurt. I want to sit down like him." She looked
Holy
over and said,
spoiled.
My son needs the
You're
chair.
actually spoiled.
I told her that I was paralyzed, but she didn't care. He's been on his feet all day waiting for this bus.
Buddy, he's literally paralyzed. Bro, he's handicapped. Nah, bro, you see her face right now? I would have like, whoosh, you know what I'm saying? Bro, I was so fast. My headphones came off, y'all. Don't play with me, bro.
He deserves to sit. All the people
And
waiting
you're a terrible
stared,
mom.
and I just laughed. "Ma'am, my legs don't work. I can't stand up." She didn't move. "I'll rent it for $30. It's not for rent. I just told you I'm paralyzed." She rolled her eyes. $75.
Nah, your face just makes it more punchable, bro.
Final offer. Don't
Final offer.
cheap.
Nah, this has gotta be rage bait. His story more like rage bait
I
stories.
told her again
Rage
that
bait
it wasn't
stories,
about
bro.
money and started rolling away to wait further down the sidewalk. But she grabbed the back of my chair and yanked it. "Where do you think you're going?"
What? This has gotta be considered, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know what you consider this, but this is, yo, you can't do this. There's no
needs
way.
to sit down. You need to give him your chair. I tried to push her hand off the handle. "Let go of my chair." She grabbed my wrist and tried to yank me up. "Stand up, stand up." "I literally can't. My legs don't work." She bent down,
Okay.
got her hands under one of the wheels.
No. Don't tell me she does it.
Tried to lift, but the chair
Don't tell me where the wheel comes off.
barely moved. That's when
Okay.
the bus pulled up and she pointed at me and told the driver, "You can't let him on. He harassed my son.
And honestly, that would have worked. To be real with you, bro.
He's a danger to my kid." But a guy waiting at
Okay, we got bystanders. Yo, L mistake from the woman.
the stop with us said he didn't do anything. She tried to dump him out of his chair. She turned to him. "He's selfish. He should have given my son the
What
chair."
do you, bro? I wish I could just shoot you. Whoa, in Fortnite, by the way. In Fortnite.
My son is tired and he just sat there.
Bro,
Her son
okay, maybe you should squat or carry him, bro. Like, damn.
said,
Screw your son, bro. He looks the male form, bro. Nah, you definitely, your dad left you.
Mom, I didn't want a chair. I just wanted to sit down like him. The driver looked at the woman and said, "Ma'am, you can walk home. You're not getting on my bus." She started yelling that everyone was lying and that I'd started it, but the driver ignored her and lowered the ramp for me. And then her son walked over to me and said, "I'm sorry my mom did that. I hope your legs feel better someday."
I hope your legs feel better someday when you're paralyzed. Hey, going up to a blind person. Hey, I hope you can see one day. Does that really work? I don't know. I mean, honestly, I think Mr. Beast cured like 1,000 blind people, so maybe that worked, but hey, I don't know. I feel like that's gotta be a backhanded compliment, bro. I hope you can stand one day. I hope your legs feel better someday. Woo!
I smiled. "Thanks, buddy. They won't, but I've got this chair."
Okay, that's
okay.
Honestly, it's a kid. Who am I to blame? Okay.
I was outside looking for my cat when I saw my neighbor stepping on her tail and laughing.
Oh, nah, you're actually... No, bro, you're actually... I wish I... Yo, nah. Bro, get a shotgun or something. Like, you cannot abuse animals. And low-key, we don't deserve animals. Because how can you... Nah, this is not his story. This is Rage-Bait Stories.
The cat was screaming. I ran over and shoved him off.
Let's
What
go.
is wrong with you? Why were you stepping on her tail? He got close to my face. Because I wanted to. What are you gonna do about it? I wanted to punch him. Because my cat Fluff is my best friend. She's friendly with everyone, so we let her roam outside, and he stomped on her for a laugh. I wanted to knock his teeth out of his mouth, but I grabbed my cat and walked away because I thought it wouldn't happen again. Then the next day, I brought Fluff in my room and closed my door to trap her. I wasn't taking any chances, but when I went to the bathroom, Fluff slipped out the front door and went outside.
Fluff, what are you doing, bro? Yo, I mean, honestly, cats are just like that. They be wandering. No, there's two types of cats. You got the lazy cats or cats just be wandering and stuff. And their curiosity just takes them away like that.
I didn't even notice until I heard her screech from outside. My balls hit the floor. I ran out and...
Your what?
And went outside. I didn't even notice until I heard her screech from outside. My balls hit the floor.
How big are your balls? Like, damn. Like, no sus stuff, but like, I gotta see his balls.
I ran out and the neighbor was on my yard, standing on Fluff's tail even harder than before. He pressed harder.
Bro, his stories loves creating a rage bait character. Seriously.
Smiling at her pain. She was crying. I shoved him off and picked her up. Her tail was limp and bent sideways.
Oh my gosh.
Next time I'll step harder. I was shaking with anger. I saw his wife watching from her balcony and
Bro, how? Look at this. Yo, how you smile like that, bro?
From her balcony and screamed, "Your husband came into my yard and stepped on my cat's tail again." She rolled her eyes. "It's just a tail."
Rage bait. Nah. Even though I know it's rage bait, it's still pissing me off.
Relax, and looked away. I took Fluff to the vet because her tail wasn't moving anymore. The vet looked at me and said the tail was too damaged. They cut off her tail. I was comforting my cat and knew exactly what I needed to do to make sure he never did this again.
Okay, do what? What are you about to do? You about to cuff his penis?
Next morning, I laced up my black Timberlands and went outside, waiting for him to come out. Then I saw him walk onto my yard, look around.
What is this? Like, who gives you the authority or the will to just walk on someone's yard just like that?
And go behind the bushes looking for my cat. He saw me and
damn. Yo, what is that bone structure? He's gotta be like... You know, like, ooh.
"Where's your dumb cat? I want to stomp
dumb
on it again."
cat.
I walked up to him. He didn't even see it coming.
Bro, this guy's build is horrific, bro. Look at this. Look at this build, bro. Oh my.
Lifted my Timberland so high and stomped on his foot as hard as I could.
Bro, you should have stopped on his balls, bro. You should have kicked his balls.
He started screaming. Two teeth flew out his mouth after my fist connected with his jaw.
Damn, how strong are you, his story? Like, damn. Like,
I kept my foot pressed on his so he wouldn't fall. "What are you gonna do about this?" His wife heard him scream and came running out. "What happened? What did you do to my husband?" I looked at her and smiled. "It's just a couple teeth. Relax." I took something from him the same way he did to my cat.
Hey, nah, honestly deserved, bro. That's valid. You could do that. I don't know in real life because I don't know the legal stuff, but hey, you know what? Deserved, y'all.
My neighbor's high school party woke up my newborn baby at 3 a.m. for the 4th night in a row.
Damn, they're partying 4 days in a row?
I was crying so loud, my wife was rocking her back and forth with tears in her eyes. I needed to end this, so I got out of bed and walked next door.
Bro, just call the police, bro. They would do it. And you know, never mind. What am I saying? Because if that's obviously, but this is content, so who am I?
I banged on the door, and some high school kid opened it holding a red cup.
Oh, classic red cup. Normally a white interior, and it's plastic, but hey, this would do. This would do.
Every part of me wanted to scream, but I kept my voice level. My baby is trying to sleep next door.
Dude, his traps are huge.
Can you turn the music?
I mean, his build is kind of funky, but his traps are huge, yo. Like, normally traps just like look like this, right? Just normal, but then, bro, his is like...
down. He splashed his cup on me. Your baby can kiss my He tried to close the door in my face, but I stuck my foot in. Turn the music off or I'm calling the cops on you.
Just call the cops, man. You can't do anything to high schoolers, or else you're going to lose court. Like, that's just how it works.
Psycho. He laughed. Try it. My parents know about my parties. They don't care about
Damn
you
Diddy
or
parties.
your crying baby. I pulled out my phone. I'm calling the cops right now, but he got in my face. Go ahead and call them. My dad is a lawyer. I'll call my dad right now and have the cops come arrest you for being on my property. I ended up giving up and put my phone down after tapping it.
Yo, he's a wussy, bro. You're gonna be a whole damn father and you just can't just call the cops and... What am I saying, bro? This is just a story, bro. This is not real.
Smiled. Good boy. Oh, and my mom works at CPS. If you keep harassing me, she can have your turd baby taken away in minutes.
Damn.
I couldn't risk losing my daughter over a noise complaint, but the way he was smiling told me something was wrong.
Nice
with this
Jewish
kid.
for
So
sure.
I took my foot out the door and walked home. I'd wait until his parents got back the next day and tell them everything. That turned out to be the best call I ever made.
Good.
When their car finally pulled into the driveway, I walked over. Your son has been throwing parties every night. He threw his drink at me and called my baby a turd. They looked angry.
Saying that to another person? Growing out up, by the way, saying that.
Why are you lying about our son? He's a proud Christian boy. He said he was doing Bible study all weekend. The kid saw us speaking and panicked. Don't listen to him, Daddy. I've never seen this man before. I pulled out my phone because instead of calling the cops, I recorded his voice. It played, my dad is a lawyer. My mom works at CPS. She can have your turd baby taken away in minutes. His dad's jaw clenched. I'm an electrician. His mom's hand flew to her mouth. I work at a church. He lied about everything. His dad told me to turn around. This isn't going to be pretty. I heard him take off his belt and heard whooping noises behind me.
Whooping noises.
At night, my baby slept through the whole night.
Hey, let's go. Hey, finally a good end. No, actually, we had a good ending. It's just a better climax part. You know what? His story, I think we watched like 5 videos. Yo, his story can get me hooked and they can make me pissed. But let's keep watching until we truly get emotional.
A controller smacked the back of my head. And
Yo, what are the ages of his story, bro? Like, he has a grown-out face and a kid's body.
I turned around to find my brother holding a Nerf gun. I'd been mid-match in Fortnite. By the time I turned back, my character was already on the ground. I spun back
bro,
around.
died,
What is your
bro.
problem? Mom said there's only money for one console. He waved the gun in my face. I want an Xbox, and I'm not letting you ruin it with a PlayStation. He dropped a dart into one chamber, spun the cylinder, and set
No way, Rush. Oh my gosh, this is actually insane. This is about to get me hyped, y'all.
the gun on my bed. Loser shuts up forever. He
Russian
went first,
roulette.
pressed it to his temple.
Wait, you can literally see it. I'm not hyped anymore. But hey, let's keep watching.
Xbox for life and pulled. Click. He grinned at me like he'd already won. I picked it up, didn't say a word, and pulled. Click. I set it down without changing my face, and his grin twitched. He picked it up slower. His hand shook so hard the cylinder rattled when he pulled. Click. He exhaled like he'd been holding his breath. I picked it up before he'd put his hand down and pulled. Click. He flinched at my shot. He stared at the gun for a full minute. Maybe we should just rock, paper, scissors.
Hell no! You told me to do this? You're doing it.
I didn't move. He reached for the gun, and his hand stopped halfway. I picked it up, pressed it to my own temple, and pulled. Click. I turned the gun on him and held it there long enough for him to do the math. One chamber left, one dart. I expect that PS5 under the tree by Christmas. I dropped the gun, grabbed the controller,
Damn.
and tossed it into his lap on the way out. He told Mom he changed his mind that night. The PS5 was under the tree.
Yo, his story more like cool story. Honestly, yeah, I think there you guys have it. His story is absolutely peak. And Zack Films, you gotta up your game because from the last time I watched them, they had like 600k subscribers and now 3 million. You guys want to see more content like this? Click this video here. Tum Tum Sohor watch.